Today I'd like to talk about this interesting next topic, which is the relationship between belief and perception, and our cognition, how we cognate things. It's really interesting, you hear people, a typical complaint, and something you should watch out for if you hear this about yourself and try to eliminate it, is that some people will say, oh, you only hear what you want to hear, right? And that's a thing that we're all subject to. We have our perceptions, our expectations, and so that's the filter through which we perceive the world. And as people talk, we tend to just hear maybe what is going to confirm what we already believe. And we're not a lot of times also listening. We're sort of listening and then start calculating what our response is going to be to someone instead of hearing what they're actually saying. So those type of traps are easily avoided, but you have to be aware of them. And you always hear another quote you hear is, seeing is believing. And this article, what I talk about here, is that it's actually sometimes it's the inverse of that. It's like when you believe it, then you see it. And that happens a lot. People that meditate, people that a lot of abundance kind of attitudes are, if you believe in it, then you're sort of dialing in that filter, and so then you start to see those things. And that's very important to think about too. So this article goes through all of these kind of things in a much more articulate way than I've just expressed it, because when you're writing, obviously you can actually craft each sentence. But those are the ideas. It's about perception, it's about how we see things and how our beliefs really affect how we view the world, and then also on how we act. And how we act then is how things then respond to us, and so then we get that feedback. So depending on whether you're an optimist or a pessimist or a skeptic, or how you're looking at the world, is going to influence and affect how you see the world, and then how you act, and then as you act upon the world, what kind of responses you get that kind of reaffirm what you thought in the first place, your beliefs. So I hope you enjoyed the article, and I'll talk to you next time.